American Veterans of Igbo Descent (AVID) has thrown its weight behind the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), reacting angrily to the claim in some quarters that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Already, AVID, which comprises Nigerians of IPOB extraction who have served in different branches of the United States military, has filed a lawsuit against an American lecturer, Dr. Ivan Sasha Shehan, and the University of Baltimore, Maryland, USA, for publishing an article which labeled IPOB a terrorist organization. AVID filed a lawsuit recently at the U.S. District Court for the District of Maryland, accusing Dr. Sheehan of publishing seven defamatory points in Washington Times against IPOB on Monday, October 4, 2021. In a 16-page court document, the group demanded that defendants Dr. Sheehan and the University of Baltimore pay $2 million and $1.5 million for general and special damages, respectively. The document reads in part: Plaintiff American Veterans of Igbo Descent (AVID), through its undersigned attorney, and files this amended complaint for defamation seeking, among other reliefs, compensatory and punitive damages against defendant Ivan Sasha Shehan and the University of Baltimore, Maryland. In support of this amended complaint, plaintiff realleges all the allegations of initial complaint as if fully set forth herein, and plaintiff further states that the initial complaint was amended for misnomer University of Maryland, Baltimore, and that the amended correctly named the defendant University of Baltimore. In the statement of facts, AVID said, on or about Monday, October 4, 2021, defendant Shehan published in the Washington Times an analyst opinion defamatory article headlined U.S. ignores small African terrorist group IPOB at its peril. The article contained multiple defamatory falsehoods about IPOB published with ill will and with knowledge of their falsity or with reckless disregard of whether they were true or not. Defamatory falsehood number one asserted an African terrorist organization, IPOB, is suing U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. IPOB is not a terrorist organization under U.S. law or any law of a foreign country other than Nigeria. IPOB's designation as terrorist organization in Nigeria was made via a judicial edict with no hearing or due process. IPOB opposes violence. It supports an independent Biafran sovereignty by peaceful means. At present, the Federal Republic of Nigeria is engaged in an ongoing genocide of Biafrans. Terrorist organizations employ unlawful violence against civilians to advance political objectives. IPOB does not. Defamatory falsehood number two asserted, in context, that IPOB deserves listing as a foreign terrorist organization by the Secretary of State pursuant to Section 219 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. The violent secessionist group in question, the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), is yet to be designated as a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. Department of State. The group therefore demanded that defendants Dr. Shehan and the University of Baltimore pay $2 million and $1.5 million as general and special damages respectively, among others. It read further, whereof plaintiff demands judgment against defendants jointly and severally as follows: A. For general damages as to counts 1 to 14 of not less than $2 million as to each count or such other amounts to be determined at trial. B. For special damages as to counts 1 to 14 of not less than $1,005,000 as to each count or such other amounts to be determined at trial. C. For punitive damages against each defendant as to counts 1 to 14 respectively in an amount to be determined at trial, but not less than 10 times the amount of general and special damages as to each count to punish and penalize defendants and to deter repetition. D. For an injunction requiring defendants to remove all statements adjudicated defamatory in this case from all websites or other digital social media or hard copy platforms in their control. E. For an injunction requiring defendants to publish a retraction or the statement found defamatory, including a retraction published in the Washington Times. F. For attorney's fees and costs incurred by plaintiffs in this action. And G. For such orders and further reliefs as the court deems just and proper. From Lagos, this is Faith Mabuko, News Express Nigerian Television.